I hope you're having a great Transformers Tuesday. You might be thinking to yourself, why aren't you standing these guys up? They're dead. That's the whole point of this. That's why I thought this is stupid, but I was looking at this at Ross for $14.99. I about passed it up because I said, I will never buy dead figures. I think that's gross and creepy. That's probably why the only Star Wars movie they made since the 80s was that one with Jyn Erso in it. And it was like the prequel to the original movie. And when they made action figures, I was like, isn't this a bit creepy that they're making dead people as action figures? I don't know. But then I thought, you know what? Their eyes are still on. So they're not quite dead. They're battle damaged. And also, that's another thing that I hate is battle damage. They're not quite dead yet. Their eyes aren't closed. They're not like in sleeping mode. So I was like, well, for $14.99, I paid $25 for each one of these, you know, that weren't battle damaged before. Sure. So I'm a huge Transformers fan. I might as well jump on board and get all of them. But here's the thing. Battle damaged Gundam killed that line. So I'm thinking, has nobody learned their lesson yet? I remember when the battle damage came out, I was like, what had happened? Did the factory catch on fire and they decided to put the action figures out anyway? I just thought this was a bad idea. Sure enough, after that, the line was pretty much dead. And I'm pretty sure that was not only the contributing factor, but the little chibi cute SD Gundams that people in America just weren't into. And I can understand why. Now, we do have a wide array of things you stick in their chest, which looks horrifying. And I don't think I really want to go down that route. I think I want to use these as, instead of something that looks like he's been shot, maybe just use them as gun effects, because I think that's a better use of them. Maybe this is a super huge gun effect, like he is shooting a lot. Like he powered up like Dragon Ball Z style or Mega Man style. He is powered up and he's like huge explosion coming from his gun. So in my universe, they're not quite dead yet. They're battle damage warriors, okay? So I just can't. Dead people, dead figures, I don't, you know, it's not for me. It's not my kind of thing. So this is a figure that I've had, and this is quite old. And one of the great things about the articulation on this is he's using that same thing that made me just fall in love with Optimus Prime when they did it. It's almost like a hidden joint that they did on, the first time I ever saw something like this is on a Saint Seiya figure. It was so seamless. It was so perfect. I'm like, why didn't nobody think of doing this before? Before we just had these little flaps that got in the way, but now it's like they're part of the articulation. Why didn't nobody think of this before? Even Gundam could have thought of this before. The wind's starting to blow, and it is getting darker out here. It was like sunny, and now it's getting dark, of course. So here's the blast effects that you get. You get this one, which was, okay, it's got several layers to it, evidently, because I just put this part on it, and there's this, and there's this. I mean, there's several layers here to play with. I'm thinking, like, you know, you can do a lot of things with this. Then there's also these. There's, like, again, all these blast effects. I can't obviously put more in there. Okay, I can't put another one of these in there. It's almost like a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas tree that looks like a jellyfish. All right, we got guns. I can't remember whose guns got what, but I'm going to go with white for the white guy. No racism there. And then I guess the gray for the guy who's mostly got metallic and gray, even though it's got black nubs on it. So they just spray painted it basically. Do they show a picture on the box? Yes, they do show. So I got the guns correct according to the box. He's got that right there. Yep, so I got that right according to the box. And he'd also have a little thing separated in the packaging, but I put it on right away. I'm like, oh, I wonder if it goes to Ironhide. I don't know. Derpy. All right, so yeah, Ironhide, it looks like he's made from the same mold as the previous Ironhide that I have. And this one looks like he's made from the same mold as, I don't want to say it's the same figure that I have. I'm thinking it's, well, I have the Cybertronian version, and this looks like the Earth version of it. So I don't know if I have the Earth version. I definitely have the Cybertronian version of him. And I just think that's amazing right there. This is the only thing that you can't like sit there and say, well, you know, you can kind of paint over or something. No, he's definitely got some crackage going on here that cannot be explained away. Other than he's just came back from the battlefield. And his face says, I've seen terrible things. Things that you don't want to see. Same thing for him. He's got that face on his, and I know every time I see this face, I see smoke coming out of his mouth and it's creeping me out just to look at it. But I'm going, you know, maybe he's just horrified. Like he's been in war too long. He's coming to see Ratchet. Ratchet fixed me up and can you see if I could see a psychologist or a psychiatrist? Because I've seen things, bad things. So yeah, I can sit here and show you how to transform, but I just want to make sure I get the word out there. Hey, you want to pick this up while you still can. A lot of great stuff is still coming to Toys R Us. We thought Christmas was overwhelmingly awesome. We're still getting good stuff. I've gotten some stuff that I didn't even know was in stores. I don't think this was in stores, but evidently it's display, the way it's set up, it's made for a store. Now, the other thing I bought was in a cardboard box. That's obviously sold on like big bad toy store kind of places. But you let me know in the comments, where was this sold at? Because we got a crappy Walmart. It's just a small Walmart, and it's supposed to service the entire county basically, almost. Although way up in near Wilmington, they got a bigger Walmart, which makes no sense. It's like, you guys right on the tip of the Wilmington. Can't y'all just go to Wilmington when you want to buy stuff? We need one down here in the south. So northern part of our county, they got a big Walmart. Now, the most southern point of North Carolina is Southport. They got a Walmart that's actually smaller than ours. So not much there. But our Walmart's easily accessible to all of the main islands down here in the south. We need that Walmart to be bigger and better. And don't tell me they don't get enough business, because every time I'm in there, it's like a crowd. So, see, like this is the butt flap I'm talking about, that you have to pull up the skirt in order to get his legs all the way up. I think this is worse articulation. I just think they could have maybe taken a tip from whoever designed this, because again, I just think that's amazing. And this is the way it should be done. It looks like a continuous piece, but it does this, and that's fantastic. This is the kind that I still don't like. It's what I grew up with, but at the same time, it's like, well, I don't know if I'd say grew up with. We didn't have very much articulation at all back in the 80s, but it just ruins the effect. It's like he's gonna, I don't know. It just like he's lifting up his skirt in order to bring up his leg. That's just not good. So let me know below if is this something that you would actually pick up. If it was full price, would you pick up? Because it says compared to $44, and I don't know about $44, but I guess that's about right, because each one of these were about, I want to say I bought this one before the Bidenomics made it go to $25, back when it was $20. And I think I bought him actually back when it was $20 instead of $25. But now these figures would go for $25 because they're deluxe figures. So $44 sounds about right. I don't have any idea where these were sold originally. The product looks like it's set up to be sold at a Target or something. So I'm guessing a Target, because we don't have a Target and I rarely ever go. So anyway, let me know below what you think as far as like, was it sold somewhere? Did you buy it at full price? What did you pay for it? Just curious. And if you want to see me transform it, I can, but there's kind of no point. I just want to make sure everybody knows that this is out there. Make sure you get it while the getting's good. Have a terrific Transformers Tuesday. Roll out.